Rondel Benjamin, co-founder of the Bois Association of Trinidad and Tobago, BATT, and we're going to talk about some of the exploration that they did and how they are influencing the stick fighting world, or kalinda as it is properly known. Good morning,
Good morning.
Rondel.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Real good.
Yes, thanks for joining us this morning.
So what we want to do is share with you something that happened recently.
Okay.
The Bois Academy, in conjunction with a group called Immersion Labs, took part in a hopological expedition in Barbados. Now,
Hopological, that's such a big
fancy
word. Yeah.
But all that means is a study of martial traditions.
Okay.
What happens is the Pan American region, which is from Cuba all the way down to like Venezuela, Colombia.
Right.
This region has had, throughout its history, a rich tradition of martial arts. But for some reason, it's never been recognized as such, as a martial art.
Right.
So what they did is they came to Barbados, they got the Bajan stick lickers, the Venezuelan garroteros,
Right.
the Colombian escrimadores,
Right.
and well, there's what we call the kalinda suite of arts,
Okay.
which is stick fighting, but people have not really wrapped their mind around the fact that Trinidad rope jab, or colloquially jab jab,
Right.
is also a martial tradition. And then there's the old-time traditional cutlass arts that exist among the African diaspora.
Yeah, correct. Even in Brazil with capoeira, there's the maculele that they use.
Correct.
And I practice capoeira myself.
Exceptional.
Right, you know, so.
And what was amazing was
On
looking
point,
at
yeah.
all these arts next to each other, seeing how the African and Indian diasporas have come together in Trinidad to create this very rich form of multiple arts,
Right.
and then how we have interacted in the past and now, because we always interacted with Venezuela and Colombia and Barbados.
Right.
And, you know, talking to the Bajan stick fighters and hearing their legends of the Trinidadian stick
Right.
fighters. And there was something really cool that happened. There was a 91-year-old stick licker, and he was talking to his students about a forgotten form of stick licking called stick licking Creole.
Right.
And he was watching me and Keegan Taylor, who's the other co-founder, demonstrate something. And he's like, that's it. I haven't seen this in like 50 years.
Really.
So we were able to fill in gaps. We were able to share information that augmented us as a whole, because we now tend to believe that the region's arts flowing out of Haiti and the Spanish experience kind of right through the African diaspora, blending with the African traditions, created this whole Pan-American approach to combat. It's super
Right.
cool.
Yeah, it is very interesting. Like I myself have done martial arts for a number of years in my life, and you know, when I speak on topics like this, I get excited because you know it takes me back to those days. To hear about stick fighting, something that I only saw as a child. You know, I went down to San Fernando, King's Wharf.
On the wharf.
Yeah, you know, many years ago. Well, not many years. I'm young, but quite a while ago, and to see the culture and the art still there, but I haven't gone since. You know, so how is it that the Bois Association of Trinidad and Tobago is going to create that awareness?
They call us the Bois Academy, to be specific.
Sorry, Academy.
No worries. What we're trying to do is on three fronts. Well, four. First, we have to archive the culture. And part of what I'm hoping is going to happen coming out of this interview is anybody who has relatives, family members, especially the older generation, who wants to help us archive the memories, collect the songs, collect the legends, collect the techniques, then, you know, we're available for that. After the archiving, we've obviously immersed in the experience. So we run classes every Sunday in Barataria. And now we're going down to Cuba with Ronald Alfred and the original whip master. So we have the whip art and the stick arts, like, just working together.
Forming a culmination almost.
Obviously, we have to propagate it. And what we're trying to do is inject it into pop culture. Fortunately for us, we have Keegan Taylor, who's one of the lead producers in music, Trinidad. And what he's trying to do is inject the kalinda culture, which is older than soca and calypso,
Right.
and a pre-generator of it, and kind of bring it back. So, you know, songs like Bois would obviously ring a bell.
Yes, definitely.
So we're really thankful to, you know, Asylum, Garland, and Ecstatic, Marshall Montano, for helping us drive the culture forward. We're trying to get into media. We have a couple little surprises coming, as well as obviously we need to get into like anime and cartoons, because we need to create a space where Trinidadians see themselves as warriors, as people who've retained their culture, as people who are recovered and have strength, and, you know, just like the samurai have, as the Japanese have samurai.
That's right.
Trinidad always had people who played kalinda, and it's cross cultures, cross genders, and I think it's a story that could change how we perceive ourselves and how we interact in space.
All right. And what is next for the Bois Academy of Trinidad and Tobago?
Well, what we hope is Immersion Labs, which is the company that filmed this whole process, will release this documentary. And after we release the documentary, which is how we're going to educate, we have an edutainment project, which is called the Kalinda project, where we're trying to get old Lavways, modern superstar soca artists, put them together to create a re-injection of this energy of kalinda, because this was the sport of the Caribbean. This was before cricket was cricket, what everybody used to do. And so we wanted to take its rightful place in the world of martial arts. And that's our sole objective, that one day a child could say, no, I'm not a karate instructor, I'm a kalinda instructor, and it have the same validity, same power, same strength.
All right, well, Rondel Benjamin, co-founder of the Bois Academy of Trinidad and Tobago, thank you for joining us this morning and sharing everything you shared. I wish you all the best in your future projects, and I believe it would flourish. I believe it would become successful.